You have to know who you are. You can't be sitting there expecting the world to tell you who you are and be fine with that. You're the one who should tell the world who you are. But first, tell this to yourself. You really have to know who you are, how people can treat you, how do you treat yourself. You have to know what's acceptable and what's not acceptable for you. You have to know your values, your standards. And if anybody crosses your standards, then you just let them go. And you simply know and remember who you are. Hi guys, my name is Natalia. Welcome to my channel and let's have a chat. We as people are so used to other people's expectations of us. People always expect us to be a certain way, but only we should know how we want to be treated. We should know who we are. Depending on that knowing that you have of yourself, people are gonna treat you differently. I'm sure you all have seen those people who have low self-esteem, and the energy they portray is according. They don't give off the energy of a confident person, and people can read that so well. So depending on the knowledge you have of yourself, depending on the opinion you have of yourself, that determines how people are gonna treat you. This physical world is just a projection of your inner state, of your beliefs, of how you see yourself. When you see yourself a certain way, the world is going to see you a certain way. You're projecting your inner state onto this physical world, and that determines your position in this physical world. That determines how people treat you. What is within, that is without. That's my favorite phrase. We live in a society where people put labels on us all the time. But let me tell you that these labels are put on you because of the energy you radiate, because of the beliefs you have about yourself. I'm sure you all have seen those people who are extremely beautiful or handsome. But people are not going to notice this beauty without these people having certain state within themselves. A lot of beautiful people are insecure inside and they don't live up to their potential. And on the other hand, there are people who are, let's say, average, although I don't like to judge people by the way they look. But using the common sense, we can say that, okay, maybe they are not a supermodel, but the energy they are radiating, that's what's making them beautiful. That's what's forcing people to turn heads on them. Simply because these people know who they are, expect to be treated a certain way, and don't accept any other type of treatment. The way those people know themselves is a confident, charismatic, and the best possible picture they have of themselves. That's how they see themselves, and that's how other people treat them. Because only they decide how to be treated and how to be seen in this world. If you're a woman and you want guys to treat you a certain way, you have to stop accepting inappropriate behavior. And what's inappropriate behavior is your decision. You set the standard. Only you decide what type of behavior you accept and what type of behavior you don't accept. Never ever try to change guys. Don't do it. If you want the way they treat you to change, start with yourself. Know your boundaries, know your standards, know what you're willing to accept and what's absolutely unacceptable to you. Stop complaining about guys being this or that towards you. If a guy is not acting up to your standard, this guy is simply not for you. Don't try to lower your standards for a guy. A guy should live up to your standards because that's what you deserve. And only you decide what you deserve. Same way goes with your friends. Stop tolerating friendships just because it's convenient, just because you're so used to being friends with these people. If these people's values don't align with yours, if these people mistreat you, make you feel down or a certain type of way, Cut them off, as simple as that. Free space for other people who will treat you nicely and who will respect you, who will be on the same page with you, and who you can have an equal energetical exchange with. Your surroundings is the most important thing. Show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. Because your immediate circle, your group of friends, is what builds you up. The type of conversations you have, the type of energy you take from them, this affects your life tremendously. And many people just don't realize that. If some friendship is not up to your standard and doesn't serve to your highest good, then simply let go of it. And don't be scared to be alone. It's better to be alone than with wrong people. And again, in order for you to have clear boundaries of how people can treat you and how people cannot treat you, you have to know who you are. You have to know what's the best version of you would be, even if you're not there yet. Just think about it as, what would the best version of me do in this situation? Would the best version of me accept certain type of behavior from people? Would the highest, the best version of me accept inappropriate behavior from guys or from girls, depending on who is watching? Stop settling for less. We're not living our precious life for diminishing ourselves and choosing a path of least resistance. No, we choose our friends, we choose how to be treated, we know our value, we know who we want to be, and we try to live up to it. Even if we still have flaws, even if we're not there yet, even if we are not the best version that we can be, we have to strive for it. We have to set the course. And you set the course by adjusting your beliefs. Firstly, the beliefs you have about yourself and the beliefs you have on life. And maybe you're not the best version of yourself yet. Maybe you have to go through some transformation, whether physical, mental, energetical, or spiritual. You always have to have a positive outlook. The way how you see yourself has to maintain positive. Maybe you want to lose weight, but you're not there yet. You have to start thinking like the version of you who is already slim would think. You have to start acting like the slim version of you would. A slim version of you would probably work out today and wouldn't eat a burger and fries at 12 a.m. before sleeping. And stuff like that. I'm just using this as an example. And remember to be kind to yourself. The world is harsh enough. And you know why it's harsh enough? Also because you're harsh to yourself. The way you treat yourself is how the world treats you. So put it in your mind that you treat yourself in the best possible way. Because if you wouldn't, who would? If you cannot treat yourself in the best way, how can you expect others to treat you that way? First, you set the standards for yourself. You show by an example how you have to be treated. And then the physical picture will align accordingly. Stop saying bad things about yourself. If there's something you don't like about yourself, use it as a motivation to change. We don't stay stuck in negative energies. We don't judge ourselves. We don't belittle ourselves. We take notes, we keep positive, and we move on with life. That's how the change will come in the fastest, the most efficient way. So to conclude this video, you always have to remember who you are and what your standards are. When you learn this about yourself and start to treat yourself differently, you will see that the physical world will follow. And then people will treat you differently. The situations will change. The quality of your life will become better. The way you treat yourself is very important. The way you talk about yourself, what you allow from other people as behavior, words, intentions, and so on is very important. Cut it off at the root. Don't let it grow. Don't let it sprout and become a tree. But firstly, start with yourself, because your beliefs is what manifests in your life the